What's up, YouTube? It's Big Lore from Kern County Foam Flingers, which, oddly enough, I'm the only Kern County foam flinger. Well, I do kids' parties, and I have friends that do it, but not many people are passionate that I have found here in Kern County like I am about foam flinging. I just haven't found them yet, so if you're out there, let me know. Let's meet up. Let's be friends. Anyways, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the Aeon Pro X. I really like the way this stock looks on it. I don't know, just a worker stock that I had laying around. I thought it was pretty cool. So, anyways, there it is. It kind of fits the whole profile of the blaster. And it just looks good when you're shouldering it. So, I don't know. If you guys like the way that looks, I'll put a link for it below. Where to get it. Amazon and Out of Darts. Maybe a couple other places. But anyways, this is a review and not a review. I don't know. I really like the Aeon Pro, the original, which I have here. So I'll talk about this one here in a minute. So you guys might have seen my post on Instagram that said, you know, it was for the Star Trek where I need more power, but I actually need less power. I bought this thing with all intents and purposes of detuning it for HVZ. This thing is really fun and really shoots hard. But to keep it real, sitting here blasting this thing for a whole entire game for 30 minutes, I'm a big dude. I'm telling you right now, I'm 6'2", 300 pounds. And I'm pretty well proportionate. I'm a pretty big, strong dude. I don't know if you can see my muscles. Boom. Anyways, I'm a pretty big, stout dude. And this gets freaking tiring after a while of doing that. So I bought this just so I could detune it. And let me show you what I want to go for with my other Aeon Pro. My A1 Mini's done printing. Here's my original Aeon Pro. I liked everything about the Aeon Pro. To begin with, the only thing I didn't like how it was a little bit anemic right here. So I got these files off of Etsy and I printed this. I got this barrel lug, whatever you want to call it here, from Drac, and I got this from Drac too. And I got his uwu spring, I guess he calls it, the detune spring, which puts this thing right at about 130 FPS. What I love about this blaster is the fact that perfect for HVZ games is it's light. This thing is pretty lightweight, I think. I don't know. The mag might be. That was funny. I didn't have a good seal on that one. Anyways, I don't know. It's well balanced to fire and to blast. Ooh, dry fired. To blast this thing, it's well balanced. And this thing, you just point, especially for HVZ, you just point, boom, you hit your target with good darts. Boom, 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 boom. I won't mention any names, but at Ragnarok Oktoberfest, Joe from xfoxgames saw the wrath of the Aeon Pro. We had a lot of fun at Ragnarok Oktoberfest on the second day for the Superstock games. This was a really fun blaster to use. I actually had a lot more fun using this, and the fact that I was holding a shield and I was still able to prime while holding a shield like this. So don't mind my ashy elbows. My wife's always making fun of me for that. I was able to hold a shield and still prime this, no problem, and fire around the shield, which I had a ton of fun doing. So this, I fell in love with this blaster all over again at Ragnarok Oktoberfest. I got it. I thought it was fun and used it at Ragnarok Oktoberfest. I wish I would have used this during the main game, HVZ game, during Ragnarok Oktoberfest, but I didn't. I was flywheeling it. I got tagged from behind. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. So here's the plan, what I plan on doing. I'll show you guys real quick. Now, Milos Mods recently did a video. I'll tag that video below. And what he showed on his video, first off, I'll do a couple of test shots on this, what it's doing. I'll do a couple of test shots, what that's doing on the chrono. But let me do that first before we get started. So these are, and I'm just going to do 2 shots. These are fresh in pack Dart Zone Ruby darts. So you can see zeroed out. Let's see what this thing does to begin with. All right. First shot, 161.7, which that's freaking spicy. That's really spicy. Second shot, 159.4. So this thing has a really, really solid seal. I don't know if you heard it earlier, but listen to this bad boy. I mean, I didn't have my finger plugged in there good, but that's freaking awesome seal. So now let's fire the detuned. And this is, if there's a hard 130 cap, this bad boy right here is freaking awesome for the hard 130 cap because it's very, very close to 130. I think at their chrono, I forget what they had. Their chrono was like 127 to 128, and you want to be as close to 130 as you can possible. Every single FPS counts at the lower speed. Once you get past like 150, between 150 to 180, it's kind of the same, but kind of not. It's almost. So here. So let me zero this bad boy out again and restart it. And once again, this is a super easy prime. And some of you may say, why not get a Retaliator or what was it, the Recon? It doesn't prime as well at that FPS. This one has a bigger grip. It's comfortable. And it's a much easier prime, a larger volume. That's why I chose this. So let's go ahead and fire this. 128.9. Very nice. I hit the crony, so let's do one more real quick. Try to do this as fast as possible. All right, try not to hit the crony. Get it centered up real good. 117. Anyways, you get the picture. A few of the darts I was shooting just right now, just to test it out, we're all 128, 129, 127. Let's try one more. Trust me, guys, it's a solid 130. It's a solid 125 to 130. I keep hitting. I don't know how I keep hitting this. Oh, I have it like this, so it's hitting the top of the chronograph. Anyways, you get the point. You believe me. So let me show you real quick what the Aeon Pro X. So Milos Mod was doing a video where he said you take off these two screws, and he said you take off this screw and another screw down here somewhere, and he said he had to pry open the blaster. So I don't know if there's actually two variants of this yet or not, but that was not the case at all for me. I will show you real quick as soon as I get, probably should have taken these out before, but whatever. I don't mind. Kind of just gabbing away. It's only 4 screws anyways. So one more. And he said his had an oval plunger tube, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken on another one of his videos. But check this out. He said he had to pry his open. That's how you get the spring out. Boom. There it is, just like that. And, oh yeah, it is. It's oval. It's definitely oval, but it's oval this way, not oval this way, if you know what I mean. So that's not a big deal. Anyways, this thing has plenty of volume. But what I found out is it's almost the same as a Nexus Pro spring, but it's longer than Nexus Pro spring. I put the Nexus Pro spring in here, which flexes a little bit more than this one. This one is really, really tight. This one, not so much. You could see that, and with less effort, I'm getting that thing to flex. But putting this thing in here slides right in. Did I prime that? No, I don't think so. Maybe. No, I didn't. Okay. But it still works. Put that in there. But there's play in there. But look, and you can see there's play in there. So it's an easy prime. So let's load up 2 darts in there. And I'm just doing 2 just to make it quick. Unload that back in there. Turn this thing on. And let's fire a couple of shots from it. 135.4, and that's what I was getting. I was getting 135, 136, 137. One thing I did not try is I did not try it with the included scar bell to see if I can get it under that 130. And Milos Mods was talking about they make a softer spring for it, but I haven't seen it on Dart Zone's website yet. So I'm going to improvise. I'm going to try to get something that I think will work. I'm going to try the spring for the Harrier, the lower power spring. I think it's actually, I think it fits it better. I think it's longer, so it'll fit it better. So I'm going to try that, but I'm going to try it with the included scar and see what it puts out. Let's see here. 116.4. So that's too low. And really, when you're playing HVZ at this low FPS, I don't know if you really need a scar. Let me try one more just to see what it does using that scar. And I actually have a bearing scar too. Let me try the bearing scar kit that I got from Dart Zone. Let's see here. And this is with the Nexus Pro spring, but again, not the X, but the original Nexus Pro. Yeah, 112.5. So that's really low. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to try the bearing scar. This is the kit that Dart Zone sells that they're currently sold out of right now. It's a freaking awesome scar for the price. A bearing scar, and you get a regular P-car, I guess they call it, scar. So let's see here. So here we go. Bearing scar attached. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. And I have the back end up, of course. 137.7. So that's not really going to drop the FPS enough to where I want it. I want it at that sweet spot between 125 and 130. Yeah, 136.4. So that's actually kind of nice that it's not dropping the FPS and while making things accurate. So pretty much that's it. That's what I wanted to kind of talk about. I mean, it's a great blaster. There's tons of reviews out there. I think this, no one's mentioned it, but this looks an awful lot alike the shape of it, like the grip of, like you could change the grips like on real steel. That's what it looks like. This looks like to me like a game face. How people are taking the game face try-on and removing the rear and changing the whole grip on it. That looks shaped exactly like that to me. I haven't tried it. I don't have any real steel grips to change out, but that would be freaking nice. Even though this grip is perfect. This grip is actually smaller than the original grip. And the original grip is very comfortable. It's very, very comfortable. But this one right here is even more comfortable. You got, I don't know, I feel like you got a little bit more support right here. And you need that for priming this with the stock spring. So remember, guys, it's not always about getting maximum FPS. A lot of my blasters are game tuned. Now, after I actually went to a couple of games, I learned it's not all about high FPS. It's all about usable FPS. There's the difference. So Armageddon is coming in July, I believe. That's a 300 FPS cap. I don't know what I'm going to use then. I don't know what I plan on using. I am working on a project with the Omnia. You guys will see that soon. I think you'll be impressed. For my flywheeler, I may take the Strife out there, short dart Strife out there again. I have a Band Blaster short dart Strife. That's easy 200 FPS. And no, flywheelers are not as accurate as springers, but that's all you need. You just need to kind of spam them with darts, and you'll get your target. But anyways, that's all I got to talk about today was and Aeon Pro X review, but not review, and what I plan on using it for. I'm using it to get less power. So any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Just comment below. You know, if you're following me on Instagram, I'll put my link below. Kern County Foam Flingers on beautiful seal on Instagram. But yeah, it's a great, beautiful looking blaster, especially with this stock attached to it. It just completes it. It goes with all the black that's on there. So someone else had the Nerf AR stock on it. It looked really, really good. This thing is actually, I think it's a little bit lighter. Super comfortable. They're about the same size, as you could see there, front to back. This one actually is a little bit heavier, and this one's lighter, but it still feels just as sturdy. So I think it may be for the fact that I have this 3D printed piece up front that makes it a little bit heavier. So well, take it for what it is. Milo, if you happen to watch this, I don't know if yours came like that. You talk about spraying it open. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe there's two versions. But anyways, I hope you guys liked my video. Hope you found it somewhat informative. I'm not here to gain a buttload of followers. If you follow me, great. I appreciate it. You know, that's not, I don't have time. I got 4 kids, a full-time job. My kids do sports, so it's very, very hard for me to make videos. But the videos I do make, I hope they count. I hope you guys enjoy them. So that's Big Lore, Kern County Foam Flingers out. Like and subscribe if you want. If not, don't. I don't care. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it as in, I know I'm not going to be YouTube famous. I do this just for fun. Anyways, enjoy. Have a good day.